You eat like that? Alien girl shocked by human survival techniques. Hello, everyone. We have a thrilling story waiting for you. Be sure to follow us if you want to hear more like it. We begin on a strange planet far from Earth. The sky is filled with colors that seem unusual to human eyes, with towering mountains and glowing plants covering their peaks. Above, floating creatures zip across the sky, leaving behind trails of soft light. Everything is calm, yet it feels like the planet itself is awake, aware of everything that moves within it. Here, we meet Marcus, a human who has come to this planet with a purpose. Marcus has always been curious and brave, but now, standing in this strange place, he feels a mix of excitement and nervousness. He is here to make contact with a new species, to see if he can understand their way of life and connect with them. Marcus takes a few cautious steps, his eyes taking in every detail. He reaches out to touch a plant that glows faintly, but stops when he hears a sudden noise nearby. Freezing, he turns toward the sound, his heartbeat quickening as he sees a shadow moving in the distance. Marcus squints into the darkness as the figure comes closer. He prepares himself for whatever, or whoever, might appear. As Marcus stands alone in the vast alien landscape, a group of alien figures emerges, stepping forward cautiously yet deliberately. Their skin is a shimmering mix of blue and silver, like polished metal under the sun, with faint patterns flowing along their arms and faces. Their eyes are large, almost too intense, each one glinting with a mysterious light as they survey Marcus from head to toe. Their silence feels heavy, as if they're deciding whether this human is a friend or a threat. One alien, slightly smaller with softer features, steps closer, speaking in a series of melodic tones. Though Marcus can't understand, he nods, hoping his friendly smile translates across species. The aliens exchange glances, a mix of humor and puzzlement passing between them. Then, the small one gestures to Marcus's clothing. His simple spacesuit, designed for Earth temperatures, now looks oddly plain in comparison to their intricately patterned robes, woven from material that seems to shift colors in the light. One alien with bright spots across their forehead points at Marcus's hair, its dark curls wild from travel. They murmur to each other, one reaching out as if asking for permission to touch it. Marcus nods, laughing slightly as they gently tug at a strand, clearly intrigued by the texture and softness. They turn to each other and mimic his expressions, eyebrows raised, lips pursed in mock concentration, leaving Marcus chuckling and shaking his head. Emboldened, Marcus lifts a hand in a friendly greeting, but the aliens only blink, momentarily puzzled. After a beat, one alien mirrors the gesture awkwardly, raising 3 fingers instead of 5. The others break into laughter, a sound that's almost musical but tinged with surprise. Marcus laughs with them, the initial tension melting away as their amusement fills the air. Then one alien points to his backpack, making a whirring sound as if questioning its purpose. Marcus holds it up, showing his water bottle, some food, and his communicator. The aliens look at each other, clearly fascinated by these simple items, as if they're studying relics from an ancient world. As the laughter fades, the leader, a tall alien with a calm, commanding presence, steps forward. Her gaze lingers on Marcus, her expression shifting from amusement to something deeper. She makes a subtle gesture, speaking in a voice so soft Marcus has to lean in to catch her words. Do all humans wear such simple clothing? She asks after a brief pause, her tone light, almost playful. Marcus stammers a response, feeling slightly self-conscious under her gaze. He explains, as best he can, that humans have different styles, and what he's wearing is more practical for travel. She raises an eyebrow, clearly finding his answer amusing. So, humans value practical, she repeats, letting the word linger as if it's strange to her. The others chuckle softly, but her gaze remains on him, her eyes filled with curiosity and something that Marcus can't quite identify. She leans in, a hint of a smile on her lips, and says, "Tell me, do you come from a place where everyone looks like you?" Her tone is teasing, yet there's a warmth in it that makes Marcus's pulse quicken slightly. He fumbles for a reply, suddenly aware of the subtle shift in her demeanor. It's as if her interest has grown, and though she's still amused, there's something else, a spark of intrigue that makes him wonder if he's being tested. Just as Marcus feels he's starting to connect with these beings, a sharp sound echoes through the air, slicing through the quiet. The aliens' expressions change instantly, their gazes snapping toward the source of the noise. The leader's face shifts from calm interest to an alert, guarded look. She takes a step back, her eyes narrowing as she gestures for the others to move. She glances back at Marcus, her eyes reflecting something between caution and regret. "We will meet again, human," she says, her voice laced with a hint of urgency. Before he can respond, they melt back into the shadows of the strange foliage, leaving him alone with questions swirling in his mind. Marcus stands still, unsettled yet drawn to the leader's last words, feeling as though this encounter is only the beginning. Over the next few days, Marcus spends more time with the alien leader, a scientist known for her curiosity about the universe beyond her world. Their exchanges deepen as they talk more openly, using gestures and expressions to bridge their language gaps. Marcus asks her about her planet's history and how her people understand the stars, while she listens, fascinated, as he describes Earth's seasons, its towering cities, and its oceans. There's an ease forming between them, an attraction built on curiosity and admiration for each other's differences. During a quiet moment, she brushes her fingers against his hand, explaining a gesture from her culture that symbolizes trust. Marcus feels a warmth rise in him, the soft touch lingering longer than necessary. Her eyes meet his, and for a brief moment, they share a silent understanding that goes beyond words. During one of their conversations, Marcus asks if her people have special customs or festivals. With a smile, she explains a unique tradition, one where families celebrate by covering themselves in a special type of clay that changes color with body temperature. It's a way for them to show their emotions openly as the colors shift with every heartbeat. Marcus chuckles, picturing his own family trying to handle such a ritual. She raises an eyebrow at his amusement, her expression playful. "So, humans do not share feelings through color," she teases. He laughs, shaking his head. "No, we tend to keep those hidden," he replies, and she smiles knowingly, as if she understands more than he's saying. The humor brings them closer, and Marcus realizes that she's not only fascinating, but refreshingly straightforward, revealing her world in ways that feel both strange and welcoming. As the days go by, Marcus notices slight changes in the behavior of the alien leader and her companions. They seem distracted, whispering among themselves when they think he isn't watching. One evening, he sees her staring at the sky with a look of concern, her fingers tapping a rhythm he recognizes as a sign of worry. When he asks if something is wrong, she hesitates, her gaze distant before she speaks. "There are traditions here, old ones. They are rarely discussed with outsiders," she says, her tone thoughtful. She then changes the subject, avoiding his questions, but the unease lingers. Marcus feels drawn to this mystery, a sense of something hidden, yet he's also wary of what he might discover. One evening, the alien leader approaches Marcus with an unusual invitation. She smiles, though there's a hint of something unreadable in her eyes. "Come with me," she says softly, extending her hand. There's a gathering, one meant for close allies. Marcus hesitates, sensing a deeper meaning behind her words. She assures him it's a chance for him to understand her world more fully, to see things few outsiders have witnessed. Intrigued and a little unsettled, he agrees, wondering what awaits him as he takes her hand and follows her into the unknown. During the private gathering, Marcus is startled to learn that his interactions with the alien leader may have unintentionally crossed a significant cultural line. In their society, certain gestures of trust and intimacy, like the hand touch she initiated, are considered binding in ways he hadn't understood. Word spreads among the alien group that Marcus has been chosen, leading to a range of reactions, from admiration to suspicion. For the leader, this choice may signify a lifelong bond, a possibility she reveals with a hint of worry in her eyes. Marcus is stunned, feeling both honored and overwhelmed. He grapples with a mix of emotions, excitement for what this could mean, yet apprehension about the potential consequences. As news of the bonding ritual spreads, Marcus notices a shift in the attitudes of those around him. Some aliens, especially those close to the leader, welcome him with warmth and curiosity, viewing him as part of their inner circle. However, others, particularly elders and those of higher rank, see his involvement as a transgression, something that could upset the harmony of their society. The leader's second-in-command voices these concerns openly, questioning whether a human can truly understand their values and responsibilities. Marcus feels the weight of these judgments, sensing that his presence may be causing divisions. Despite reassurances from the leader, he feels a surge of guilt, worried that his actions have disrupted a delicate balance. As tensions build, the alien leader seeks out Marcus, both to comfort him and to share her own vulnerability. She confesses that she hadn't expected to feel so drawn to him, explaining that their bond, though unexpected, has felt as real to her as any long-established tradition. In this moment of honesty, she places her hand over her heart, a gesture that signifies openness in her culture. Marcus feels his defenses melt, sensing her sincerity and the weight of her emotions. He tells her that he's willing to face the unknown for her, whatever that may bring. They share a quiet moment, each understanding the risk but feeling too connected to walk away. Their bond, now undeniable, leaves them on the edge of something profound yet daunting. Later that evening, Marcus learns from a sympathetic alien that his involvement in the bonding ritual could mean more than he imagined. The alien explains that by their laws, Marcus may now be responsible for certain duties within their society, possibly even facing consequences if the bonding is seen as controversial. Marcus, now deeply enmeshed in the social web of this alien world, realizes there's no easy way out. His choices will have lasting impacts, and any decision he makes will affect not only him, but the alien leader and her people as well. Just as Marcus is coming to terms with his new role in the alien society, a high-ranking council of alien elders, traditionalists wary of outsiders, arrives unexpectedly. They've received word of Marcus's bond with the leader and the ensuing division within the community. The council leader, an imposing figure with markings of high status, declares that Marcus's presence and influence are disruptive, warning that he may have endangered their customs and peace. Some members of the council even suggest expelling Marcus or worse, punishing the leader for allowing an outsider into their sacred rituals. Tensions reach a breaking point as the council's demands place both Marcus and the alien leader in immediate danger. Marcus is surrounded by alien guards, yet he remains resolute, feeling an undeniable drive to protect the leader and prove himself worthy of her trust. As the council calls for action, Marcus steps forward, heart-pounding, and declares that he won't leave unless the leader is free of blame. He offers himself up, insisting that if their bond is a mistake, then he alone should bear the responsibility. The leader's gaze is steady, and though she is visibly moved, she doesn't speak, as if knowing that his decision must come from within. In a stirring moment, Marcus holds his ground, looking each council member in the eye. He speaks of unity, of how Earth's own history is filled with examples of different cultures clashing, only to emerge stronger when bonds are built. His words resonate with a few council members who murmur thoughtfully, yet others remain cold, unyielding in their belief that tradition should never bend for an outsider. Just as the council seems ready to make their final ruling, a sudden tremor shakes the ground, catching everyone off guard. It's the arrival of an opposing faction from within the alien society, a group supportive of Marcus and the leader's choices, willing to defy tradition in favor of change. The faction's leader, a younger alien with a powerful presence, steps forward, urging the council to reconsider. They argue that Marcus's presence and his bond with the leader signify a new era, one where their society might learn and grow from contact with other worlds. The council leader, clearly frustrated, signals for the guards to contain the opposing faction, creating a standoff. In the chaos, Marcus locks eyes with the alien leader, who gives a small nod, urging him to escape while there's a chance. He hesitates, torn between fighting and fleeing, uncertain if this will be their last moment together. As tensions reach their peak, one of the elder council members, Surprisingly, a senior who had initially opposed Marcus steps forward to mediate. With a steady voice, they call for calm, pointing out that while tradition is sacred, the growth of their society should be equally valued. This elder proposes a compromise that allows Marcus to remain, provided he respects their customs moving forward. Other council members gradually voice their support, and a respectful agreement begins to form, marking a turning point for the two societies. This moment of reconciliation bridges the divide, as each side comes to understand that neither one's presence nor traditions must threaten the other. The council leader gives Marcus a measured look, signaling a reluctant acceptance, while the alien leader's relief is evident in her grateful smile. To honor this newfound understanding, the alien society hosts a ceremony under the open sky. The alien leader stands alongside Marcus, and they are joined by members from both factions, symbolizing the union of their values and dreams. In a gesture of peace, Marcus and the alien leader exchange small tokens, a simple yet profound symbol of respect and collaboration. The ceremony features traditional songs and rituals, with lights and colors filling the night air in a display unique to this alien world. The crowd, now united, watches as their customs and Marcus's presence intertwine, marking the beginning of a new chapter. The mood is light, with laughter and smiles shared among all, as if the past tensions have already begun to dissolve. After the ceremony, Marcus and the alien leader step away from the crowd, finding a quiet spot overlooking the landscape. The alien leader thanks him softly, her voice carrying a warmth that reflects the depth of their bond. Marcus, still a little awed by everything that's happened, admits that he never imagined finding such connection so far from home. They share a knowing smile, each understanding the unique journey that brought them here. She takes his hand, a gesture now rich with meaning, and together they watch the night sky. For a moment, it feels as though they are the only two beings in the universe, joined by a connection that surpasses words. As they stand there, the alien leader looks out into the stars and mentions something mysterious about the outer regions of their planet, a place Marcus hasn't heard of yet. She smiles, her eyes sparkling with both excitement and caution, hinting that there's far more to discover if he's willing. Marcus nods, feeling the pull of adventure again, ready for whatever awaits them. The scene closes with the two of them silhouetted against the stars, suggesting that their journey and the story between their two worlds is far from over.